because a seller tells you no, that doesn't mean that they're not going to want to sell in the near future. If they tell you no and then there's a bunch of shit wrong with the property, they're behind in taxes, it's boarded up, you see tarp on the roof, you know, they are eventually going to sell that property. And they may tell you, oh, I'm going to fix it up myself. You know, I'm going to get in there and do some work. It's only going to cost me this. It's only going to cost me that. It's not going to cost me that much. They don't know what they're talking about until it's actually time to do the work. And they're going to reach out to the contractors and see how much it really costs. They're not going to do it. So if a seller tells you no, make sure you continue to follow up with them, especially if they're behind in taxes. And like I just said, if the property's messed up, you see they're in pre-foreclosure, they are in distress. And then when it's really time to put in work for them to fix that property, they're going to come calling you. You want to make sure you're on their mind when they find out that, oh shit, I can't take care of this property. So you got to continue to follow up, even if they keep telling you no, until you see some type of work done to that property. If they've decided that they want to do the work and you see that they actually put in the work to fix the roof, to put in windows, to do whatever, or you see that they pay the taxes, continue to follow up, because they are still in distress. Okay, even if they say that they have another buyer, because usually that other buyer that they have is a family member who wants to buy the property. And 9 times out of 10, the family member is not going to be able to afford the property. Okay, now what the seller is going to do, they need a buyer. So you need to be there when they're ready to sell, because that family member, or even if it's not a family member, even if it's just another cash buyer, you never know. That cash buyer may not be an actual buyer. They may be a wholesaler, and then they couldn't find a buyer. All right, now you're next up. Now it's your opportunity, especially if you're really buying the deal. If you're really buying it, hey, you got a good deal.